Hey guys, ZESG54 here, and guess what? Today's Halloween, and this means it's time for me to do another top 10 list. This time, it's gonna be on scary logos. And I saw lots of people do scary logo videos. Even one of my friends named Drew Thomas, or Boo Thomas, did it. And I give credit to him. Oh, and by the way, this is inspired by a lot of other scary logo users I've stumbled upon, so I should get on the scary logo train. For this list, I'll only be including one childhood logo, and keep in mind this is my opinion, and you are free to disagree if you want to. So without further ado, let's begin this countdown. Now, I remember watching the Wiggles VHS tapes on my old television. Whenever they would start, this logo shows up. And I don't know about you viewers, but as a kid, I used to run away from this logo, mainly because of that loud whoosh sound that played when the DVD text shows up. It was a big childhood nightmare for me. It still kind of scares me to this day, but you know, it doesn't look that scary compared to the other logos I'm about to show you on this list. At number 9, we have Happy Face Home Video, another VHS logo, this time from the UK. The only reason why I think this logo is terrifying is mainly because of that face, which is a slightly more demonic version of Sundrop from FNAF Security Breach, even though FNAF Security Breach wasn't invented back then. In fact, this almost gave me nightmares once. It still reminds me of that it should be called Scary Face Home Video. Alright, just to warn you guys, the next logo on this list is going to have flashing lights, so if you have epileptic issues, I suggest you look away from the screen as possible. Now moving on to number 8. Number 8 is Ismail Productions, and I heard this logo was created by Weird Al Yankovic, and it's probably the most seizure-inducing logo I've ever seen. I mean, why would someone come up with this idea? It's literally just a flashing black and white background with the audio of someone being electrocuted. This logo should not exist whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, this logo actually did scare me when I first saw it, mainly because of that jump scare. But some of you guys might be asking, why did you put this at number 7 and not at number 1? Well, that's because this logo is meant to be horror related, so you would expect something to scare the living daylight out of you. Also, I'm starting to get used to the jump scare the more I watch this logo. Okay, I know that this is also supposed to be a horror theme logo, but I find this one creepier than Horror Factory for a few reasons. One, the fact that it takes place on a pitch black background just makes it ominous and eerie. Two, the way the logo spins from a distance then slowly builds up is just weird and choppy. And three, don't get me started on the scream. The scream at the end is just terrifying. Oh, and let's not forget the skeleton, which is also terrifying. It's also worth noting that I do find this logo to be pretty bad and cheesy. Now we have the Ismail Productions logo. I have something to say about this. What's with the distorted audio quality? And the music just sounds like a broken organ, and it's quite loud and distorted too. The fiery background is kind of unnerving, and the animation for the logo isn't the best. And the way how that horse statue standing on the logo spins is just choppy. Now, the first Ramsay Films logo from 1972 may not be that bad, but this is just unsettling. For one thing, the hellish clouds and eerie sound effects in the background fill up the overall creepiness. And for another, gosh, do I find the screaming noises so loud and distorted. Now, from what I've heard, the statue in this logo is called Rape of Proserpina, which was designed by an Italian artist and depicts the Pluto god holding Proserpina in his arms. And fun fact, Ramsay Films was actually the first Indian movie studio to produce horror movies, so I can understand why they played that scream in the theaters, but I still don't know why they used that statue. Other than those things, this logo is just bizarre and scary. Oh great, we have another Pakistani logo on the list, and I don't know what to say about this logo. It's just super bizarre. The lighting effects may not be that scary, but the eerie chanting is just utterly creepy, especially when there's this tombstone thing on the screen. I don't know what the hell that is, and the bad quality of the logo just makes it worse. You probably knew this one was coming. For some reason, this logo is everything bizarre, creepy, and terrifying at the same time. Can I just say that the music and vocals are god-awful, distorted, and loud, especially when this logo is in such low quality? And the background, special effects, and the picture of the temple literally aren't making it any less scary. Plus, the church bells at the end are just creepy. Lots of people like to consider this the scariest logo of all time, but I think there's one more logo that I find even more terrifying than this. Oh my God! Manish Films! Can I just say that India has a ton of scary and creepy logos? But in my opinion, this one just tops it all for many reasons. The dark and creepy atmosphere doesn't help, the statue in the background just makes me uncomfortable for some reason, and the music! By God, I hate the music! It's just so damn loud! Plus it gives you a jump scare after 4 seconds of silence. Then this logo shows up, and the Manish Films text just blows it in your face. Not to mention that they played this in theaters. And could you imagine having your ears blasted out when this logo showed up? I'm sorry, but this logo is just downright horrible and trash. And I put this at number 1 just for these reasons. Alright guys, so that has been my list for the most terrifying logos in my opinion. I know there are some other logos out there that deserve to be on the list, but these ones are the ones I think are the most terrifying. Maybe sometime I'll do a top 20 scariest logos in the future. Let me know in the comments on which logo do you think is the scariest in your list. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. This is ZESG54, signing off, and I hope you have an awesome Halloween. This has been a production of...